Hello, Richard.
Hello, JP. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
Doing well.
I'm certainly glad you're here. You're one of my favorite people. I like you pretty much. And I admire you for all the things you have done and I know about, and I like some of your philosophy and all that good stuff. What about baseball or sports? What did you do? Did you play any of the sports?
I played baseball.
Tell me something about it.
Well, I played on the first Little League team in Silsbee in 1949. Played that for the next 5 years. Then I played high school baseball, played some softball. So most of my athletic endeavors have been in baseball.
By the way, you mentioned Little League. Tell me a little more about that now. Little League baseball, just explain that to me. I brought yes to view the games, but I don't really know all that much about it.
Well, when I played Little League, it was quite different than what it is today. Back then, in 1949, we had the first Little League team in Silsbee, and you played age 8 through age 12, and you played on the same team together, whether you were 8 or whether you were 12, and you had to try out for the team, and if you made the team, then you got you got a uniform to play with, and you played for a total of 16 games during the season, and played on the first Little League teams that they had in Silsbee. Played for the Silsbee Fire Department Indians.
There you go.
And Mr. McDonald, who I'm sure you remember.
Yes, great guy.
Everybody called him Mr. Mac. He was my manager for the first 4 years, and then Tom Barkley was the manager for the 5th year.
There you go. Did you then later coach Little League?
No, I was a father of Little League players. I never did coach any baseball. But
what about you, the Little League players? What do you mean, the father? How many or who?
Well, we had 6 children, and 4 of our children were boys, and all 4 of them played in the Little League program here in Silsbee as they were coming up.
Okay, of course, they're grown now. They started. You played in 49, you said.
49 through 53.
Well, sure, that's a long time. That's quite a while back. What about, you say you did some high school baseball?
I played high school baseball for Silsbee, and played on the junior varsity 1 year, and then played on the varsity 3 years. When you went to college, you didn't go to college on a baseball scholarship?
No,
I was not that good. I would like to have played, but I was not that good.
Okay, well, yeah, I know. It's fun. And what about the other sports? Basketball, football, those you did involve?
I enjoyed them as a spectator. I was not a participant in basketball. I did play junior high football and then 1 year of high school football, but that was the extent of my football playing.
I failed to ask you something about, but I understand that the Little League, one more game, they would have gone to Nebraska to the national tournament. Do you know about that?
I do know about that.
Tell me about that.
I can't recall the exact year, but I think it was in 1951 that Silsbee played for the, as I remember, the Southern States Championship game. And they got beat by 1 run. Had they won that ball game, they would have been able to go to the Little League World Series.
And where is that? Do you remember?
That's in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I think is where they have the World Series of Little League.
Okay.
I think that's right.
Okay. All right. Then, what do you watch sports now? What can you tell me about?
I am a lover of a lot of sports. My preferred sports to watch on television or go and attend is actually baseball, and probably football second. But I try to go and see some of the Astro games each year, and as well as some of the Lamar University baseball games. And I do also attend some of the Silsbee High School baseball games. But I also attend high school football, and this year, when Lamar started their football program over again, I attended several of them.
Good, and they did pretty good, didn't they?
I think for a first year since 1989, I thought they did very well.
What's the new coach's name? He's got a Silsbee tie in, hasn't he?
Coach Woodard. Yes, I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Woodard, and he is associated with or kin to the Woodards that coach and teach here at Silsbee High School.
do we have, seem to me like that we here in Silsbee and Lumberton have some players with them or something? Are you familiar with what that's all about?
Well, I know that we do have a couple of players on the roster for Lamar University. We had one, a Skinner boy that had 1 year of eligibility remaining, and he played this year for Lamar. There's a couple of other boys that are on the team. I can't recall their names right now, but I do know that they're on the team.
How about this youngster that went to West Virginia and has decided not to stay and is back? Are you familiar with what's going on now?
Rumor has it that he is going to attend Lamar University, but I haven't seen an announcement by the coach or by Coach Woodard, but I do through the grapevine here that he is going to attend Lamar University.
That's great. We'd like to watch him some more, wouldn't we?
I would. He did very well as a high school quarterback, and I think that he'll make a good contribution to Lamar University.
Someone, I'm not too sure who, but someone said something about when we got a new quarterback and he's doing good this year since we lost Johnson, but this guy was a wide receiver. So he was an all-star wide, had to replace him. It was a hard time. He replaced so much for that. Okay, well, have you seen those new buildings you're talking about? The Lamar Stadium and the Houston and Dallas. Tell me what you know about any of those stadiums.
Well, the Lamar University football stadium is totally different than what it used to be. It's a very, very nice facility. They can accommodate, I think, up to around 18 or 19,000 fans. They have a very beautiful field. Their scoreboard is very big. It is live at all times. You can see the action on the field on the screen itself, and there's always something going on. It's a very nice facility. Very well done.
You know, I'm still, someone explained a little bit to me about the officials in a football game. And are you real familiar in how many they have and what they do? And I know one of the things always grabbed me was that guy standing right back here, and they're all coming that way at him. Are you familiar enough with the officials? Tell me something about that.
There are 4 or 5 of them on the field at any one time. I don't know the exact names of each of them. I know there's a head linesman, there's a back judge, there's a secondary judge, and then there's the field judge who is the chief of the crew. He runs the crew, and he's the one that makes the final decision on any penalties and announces the penalty itself. But I'm not. That's about the extent of it.
Which one's this guy that's standing when they're coming right at him? What do you think? Is that the back judge, maybe?
That's the back judge.
As
I understand it, yes.
Yeah. Well, of course, you remember Randy Stewart, president of the Silsbee State Bank.
Yes, I do.
Randy officiated in Houston before he came here. He helped us broadcast the ball games. I asked him about that. I'm not too familiar. But anyhow, I asked him, and he explained. I said, "You ever do that?" "Yeah, I had to do that." I said, "What happened?" He said, "They ran over me and almost killed me." So much for that. Now then, you got something else you want to tell me about sports?
Well, I think sports are an important part of the school systems. I think it's an important part of our life. I say, you know, it actually provides entertainment for us. It provides an opportunity for people that like to play sports to either do it and go and earn a college degree or earn very good money at it. If they are a actual professional, they can make very good money at it. But I think the one thing is it provides us as spectators something it's a good sideline for us to get entertainment.
Maybe an incentive?
Oh yeah.
You think maybe it keeps some of them in school?
Oh yeah, I think it will. Or yes, it does. I don't think it's like that for everybody, but I think for most kids that go to college or go to high school, sports are a very important part of their education process, and it motivates them to hopefully stay in school and to pursue their education.
Richard, I know that for a fact that you served as the president of the school board here in Silsbee for many, many years. And now you're getting right off into telling me some of that stuff, so tell me more about it. Tell me, if you will, about being president of the school board or whatever. What can you tell me about that?
Well, thank you for the promotion. I never was the president of the board, but I did serve on the board for 21 years. And from 1982 through 2002, I believe it was. But it was a very good opportunity for me to do something that I felt like I could make a contribution. When our oldest son was a senior in high school, I ran for the school board and was elected. And that was in 1982, and then served consecutively for 7 terms after that.
That'd be about 96 or somewhere up there for almost 2000.
Well, it would be 2002.
Oh, well, I can't even, I'm an Aggie and I can't count too good.
But I got to see all 6 of our children graduate and got to hand them their high school diploma when they graduated. So that was the reason that I was on the board, but that was an honor to me to be able to hand them their high school diploma. So.
Good. By the way, I also know that you have something to do with the church over on 418. That's the Mormon church, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. What can you tell me?
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, more commonly known as the Mormon Church. Yeah. I joined the church in 1967, and I'm currently still a member. I served as a lay leader, and it's been a very important part of my life and my family's life. And I think that religion is a personal conviction of the people, and if they so feel inclined to belong to a church or to participate in a certain religion, then that's very important.
Now, you're more than just a member, though. You were a leader.
Well, I was a lay leader. I was over the local congregation on 2 different occasions, and the title was a bishop. That was the title of the actual position, and I did that on 2 different occasions for a total of 10 years.
Wayne is similar to that, something. Wayne down there.
Wayne Bodie, he was a bishop, and he also is serving as a member of our stake presidency. A stake meaning a certain geographic region, and they're over the several congregations that are within Southeast Texas.
Thank you, Richard Worley. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming by here and telling us this good stuff.
Well, I appreciate you.
One more thing. I know you're bound to have good philosophy of life. Can you give me a short philosophy of your life that I could apply or say or something? You want to give me something about a philosophy of life?
Well, I always like the saying, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's good to be a friend to people. It's good to have friends. And I think if we will just be a good person, blessings will come to us, and our lives will be better, whether it's for us personally or for helping someone else.
Thank you, Richard Worley. J.P. White Sports Speak. We speak sports, don't we?